Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you swatches and my thoughts on the new Kiki London Autumn 2018 collection. But before we get into these swatches, I just want to say if you hear any odd noises or anything like that, please know I had to bribe my chihuahuas for a little bit of quiet, so they are chomping on a sweetie. With that said, please enjoy today's video. So guys, as I mentioned, we are taking a look at the Kiki London 2018 Autumn collection, and in this collection you get 6 gel polishes. They are all 7.3 millilitres each and are awesome shades for the autumn season. So currently on the Kiki London website, these are retailing for $32.99, which is their sale basically that they're having as an introductory price to this collection, but they will be going back up to their full price of $39.99. So if you're wanting these gel polishes, now is the perfect time to grab them. So as I mentioned, this is their autumn collection, and as you can see, the colours are absolutely perfect and they blend so beautifully together and go with all the must-have colours for this season. So for the purposes of today's video, I have gone ahead and swatched all of these polishes for you guys. I've did 2 coats so you could see each coat and how they perform. I've also did it with a shiny top coat and a matte top coat, so you could basically get a look at all of the finishes that you will basically use anyway, so you could see these polishes perform, what their formula is like, and I'm also going to be telling you what I think of them as well. So starting with the swatches guys, and the very first polish I have to share with you is Brick Lane. This one is hands down probably my favourite out of the reddy brownie shades in this collection. It is an absolutely stunning shade of brick red. I adore it. So I'm going in with the very first coat, and I will say that the application was quite sheer on the first coat, but the second coat completely covered that up. I have no problem saying to you guys that I highly recommend these polishes. I have bought so many polishes off my own money from the store and never had one that I've had a problem with. What I love about their website is that they are always having sales, so you could grab any of their polishes, usually less than half price. So if you can get it for a little bit cheaper, I say why the hell not, because let's face it, the money is better in our pocket than someone else's. So now guys, I am going in with the shiny top coat so you could see it with a glossy finish. I must admit, for me personally, I prefer this one polish with the matte finish simply because I think there is nothing more classy than a brick red, or any kind of red for that matter, in a matte finish. I mean, come on, look at that. It is so beautiful, and I don't know why, but it reminds me of James Bond. Like, if you were a James Bond female, this would be on your nails, I think. So next up we have Chocolate Melt, and as I mentioned in my haul video, this was not a polish I would usually pick for myself. I do not own any brown gel polishes whatsoever, so when it comes to doing any kind of nail art or florals, I'm usually stumped and have to mix my own brown. I don't know what it is about brown, I just do not gravitate towards it, so I wouldn't have picked this ideally, but when I swatched this I thought, hell yes, this is a beautiful polish. And instead of being brown, again, it really reminded me of a brick red sort of shade. It definitely has that chocolate feel to it, but it's just reminded me more of a reddy brown than a like in your face earthy brown, if that makes any sense. So here we have the first coat. As you can see, completely sheer in the first coat, but as soon as I went in with that second coat, it completely covered up all of the streaks and full opacity. I just absolutely love the formula of these polishes. They are so creamy and easy to apply to the nail. And once again, here we go with the shiny top coat so you guys can see it with a glossy finish. But once again, like the polish before, I absolutely prefer this one in a matte finish. Again, super sexy, really pretty, and I just think the matte absolutely gives it that little bit more sass than the glossy top coat. So next up we have Wine With Me, and this one, the bottle is nothing like the polish that is inside. So when I saw this bottle, again, I thought brown, earthy kind of colours, but it is absolutely stunning and is the most beautiful dark purple, and I really, really love it. So as you can see with the first coat, again, it is super sheer, but it has this beautiful jelly finish to it in the first coat, and that's sometimes what I really love also about the Kiki London gel polishes. I kind of feel like you're getting 2 for 1. A lot of their gel polishes perform like amazing jelly polishes in one coat, so if you're into that jelly range, then you could definitely get 2 for your buck when it comes to these polishes. So this one, I must admit, was completely sheerer than the rest of the ones, so if you were wanting full opacity for this nail, it would require 3 coats. Again, you were able to see some of the streaks and things like that with the second coat, but it's still a simply beautiful polish, and it may not surprise you, but like the last couple, I really love this one with a matte finish. It is super classy, really chic, and an ultra beautiful polish. So next we move on to Mrs. Grey, and this name obviously speaks for itself. This one is an absolutely beautiful dove grey, but again, this polish reminds me so much of cold weather. When I was swatching this polish, it really reminded me of winter, so when I saw it in the autumn range, I was like, I would have probably put this one in a winter range as opposed to an autumn range personally. It just reminds me of cold weather, scarves, gloves, that kind of feel to it, but again, it's a beautiful polish. It was almost opaque in one coat. I did go ahead and do 2 coats, but it performed like an absolute dream. It was really creamy. It didn't slide all over the nail, so I felt like I was chasing the polish. It just had a smooth application, and the formula was absolutely impeccable. So again, while I wouldn't put this colour in an autumn collection, it's a stunning polish. So if it was in the winter collection, I would say hell yes, this polish completely needs to be there, but this one for me is just not supposed to be in an autumn collection. I don't know about you guys, but when I think autumn, I do not think greys. So guys, this is 2 coats and a shiny top coat of Mrs. Grey, and as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful polish, really, really well pigmented. It's a pleasure to apply to the nail, but with that matte top coat is absolutely stunning. So you may be catching a drift that I just like anything in matte, which you would probably be correct, because I absolutely do. But do let me know in the comment section below which one of these polishes were your favourite, or if you have gone ahead and added these to your collection. So next up guys, we move on to my absolute favourite polish from this collection. It is stunning, stunning, stunning. This one is called Go Khaki. Again, the polish makes it look like it's a sort of olive colour, but this isn't. This is an in-your-face, right, true-to-life khaki colour, and is absolutely beautiful. When I applied the first coat, I was super surprised to see that it was not streaky whatsoever. It applied very well to the nail. Again, it will require 2 coats for full opacity, but as you can see, when it comes to a first coat, that's a really good coverage. There was no fuss. I wasn't chasing the polish around the nail. It just applied smooth and nice to the nail, and I actually really loved it. When I went in with the second coat, it just completely covered up the first coat, and the opacity was nice, and I just absolutely adored it. It was a pleasure to work with, and one that I definitely will be using a lot of in the next coming weeks. So now we go in with the shiny top coat, so you guys could have a look at the shiny finish, and then I finish off once again with a matte top coat, and it may not surprise you to hear me say I absolutely adore this in a matte finish as well. I mean, come on guys, just look at this swatch. It's giving me life right now. It is so beautiful, so classy, and I absolutely love it. And if I had to say to buy, if you just wanted one from this collection, it would be this one, simply because everybody needs it in their life. It is that beautiful. And now guys, we move on to the very last polish in this collection. This one is called Keep It Teal, and is an absolutely beautiful polish. Again, I would not call it a teal blue. I would call it more of like a steel grey type of blue. Still beautiful polish. And now I'm going in with the very first coat of Keep It Teal, and I hope you guys could see what I mean about this being more of a grey blue as opposed to a teal blue. It still is a beautiful polish, it's absolutely gorgeous and applied like a dream to the nail, but I just do not get teal feels from it. I'm not sure if it's just my eyes catching it differently. Still stunning. So I must admit, guys, I prefer this one with a shiny top coat. I know, go figure, you've probably just died of shock right there. It's just, the matte top coat is really beautiful, don't get me wrong, but this one deserves to be sparkling, super shiny. It just, that shiny top coat gives it life and it is absolutely stunning. And then once again, to finish off the swatches of Keep It Teal, here is it with a matte finish. And finally, guys, here is my thoughts on the Kiki London 2018 collection. It may not surprise you to hear that I absolutely love these polishes. Individually, they are absolutely beautiful. They are stunning, easy to apply to the nail and all flawless. The formula is impeccable and they are a dream to work with. Like I have mentioned previously, I would not put a couple of these colours in with the autumn range, specifically Keep It Teal and also Mrs. Grey. Those for me scream more winter, but the rest of the polishes are definitely autumn related. They are stunning, they are absolutely beautiful, and they will work perfectly together or as accent nails and blinging them up with all kinds of glitter for the autumn season. So yeah, I highly recommend these polishes, and again, if you are looking to get these polishes and you only want one, my favourites would have to be Go Kaki and also Brick Lane. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Those two are absolutely stunning and I would highly recommend them. So guys, that's us reached the end of today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed my swatches and review of the Kiki London Autumn collection. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, I would totally appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!